everyone, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're well. I hope you're having a nice day. I want to thank my old subscribers, my new subscribers and my recent subscribers to subscribe to my channel. I can't thank you enough. I am grateful, and even to the recent newbies that have jumped on board, thank you very much. But if you come across any of my content, anything, that is loads. This channel is a mixed bags of bags, and obviously there's a lot of things like taste tests, there's this series I've got called Honest Conversations, and many other delightful things like my hobbies like film photography. But if that's something for you, or you just come across it, then there's a wee green subscribe button below, and if you click that, I have this wonderful community tab as well when you subscribe, and I drop in and I say hello and give you BTS and photos and keep you updated on things. So yeah, if my channel is something for you, press that wee green subscribe button below, and I hope to see you at the community tab. So we're going to get straight into this. Today's vlog is Honest Conversations, episode 13, Are We Too Quick to Judge? So basically, you know, in every part of the world, media, we're just going to dive into this topic that hits home. We are quick to judge others, and it's something we do sometimes without realising it. But anyway, let's get on with it, people. So we're going to get on with chapter 1, and I'll come across here, and it's called The Nature of Judging. You know, we all form an opinion on someone, we all judge, and you know, it's about somebody or something often based on information. It's like we live on this thing called assuming, assumptions. We look at somebody, you know, by their appearance, whatever, and you know, we just jump to that conclusion on judging that person because, oh, you know, we're caught in that moment and go, I know, let's judge, and this is part and parcel of everyday life, not just the media world. It's real life. It's some rando you probably meet on the bus who's judging you, who knows nothing about you, and you and I have probably experienced in many different forms in real life. We're going to get started on chapter 2 here. And basically, why do we judge? Why, as human beings, do we judge? Why? And we like many things. We like to categorize people because it helps us make sense of the world. It's faster to label somebody, i.e. as lazy, rude, than to stop and ask and say, hey, what's going on with this person? Is it easy to jump to conclusions, whether it's somebody's appearance, the way they speak, even their actions in a single moment? We make snap judgments like that, and we don't realise the impact these judgments can have. And you don't. Like I say, you know, why are we judging people we don't know about? Why are we assuming everything on this person? Why are we categorising this person as a label to something? Because, you know, it's like, why are we doing this? You need to stop and think of what your judgment or actions can do to this said person. It could cause them more harm without you realising. Let's talk about chapter 3, shall we? And, you know, the impact of, you know, quick judgment. Let's talk about the consequences of all this judgment. When we judge too quickly, we miss out on building real, meaningful connections. Imagine meeting someone new, and instead of seeing them for who they are, we label them based on a moment of their appearance. That's not fair, right? And in today's world, social media is a breeding ground for judgment. It's like we see someone's highlight reel, and it's so easy to assume everything we know about them. And we do. And I've been there myself. I'm still there. You know, it's it's an everyday thing. Like when you're on a media platform like YouTube especially, people have assumed things about me. Like when I first came on here and the hate comments that I got about my teeth and being a crackhead and everything else. And, you know, I'm not perfect, and I had to explain why I couldn't attend a dentist due to some past trauma I had as a child. And people base their assumptions on that, and it wasn't just about my teeth, it was, you know, what I talk about in another blog about how I look, which is called androgynous. And, you know, and why it used to offend me, you know, I've got a bit older and laughed it off, and people have gone to me, are you a man or woman? People guess my gender, and why there's non-binary people out there, that's cool. Why there's transgender people out there, that's cool. I'm a trans ally, by the way. It don't bother me, but I am born female. I am happy being the David Bowie sort of androgynous, if you like to call it that way. Do you know what I mean, of the Annie and Alex world? And I'm very comfortable and in my own skin, and it took me many years to get that way. But I will leave that for another blog. But like I say, social media is the breeding ground, and it's just like people will be quick to judge you on this and that, and it's a really shite world we live in, unfortunately, because somebody's seen a 30-second thing of you and gone, okay, this person is such and such, and it's not grand in the scheme of things. So, as my dad would say, think before you speak. So we're going to go on to chapter 4 now, and this is, how can we stop judging so quickly? The first step is awareness. You need to be aware. It's like, many of us autistics cannot read the room, many of us can. It doesn't matter what, if you know neurodivergent, whatever, you're still a douchebag, you know. Read the room. Don't go on the first point of action and go, oh, this person, you need to stop, right? And you need to acknowledge when making assumptions. It's like catching ourselves in the act. The next time you judge someone, pause on yourself, what if there's more to this situation than I written those? And you need to stop and think. You need to stop going, I think, I judge, you know. And this person could be the nicest person you ever know, but you chose to judge and assume, and you shouldn't be doing that. It's like with me with loads of tattoos as well. It's like, I've been judged, like, have I come out of prison? Am I a thug? Oh, nobody's going to employ you with tattoos. And, you know, as much as I struggled in the society of the NT world, I did work, but it was due to being undiagnosed and, as you know, masking with alcohol, and which I've mentioned before. But, you know, people are quick to judge things like my tattoos, my appearance, and that are things, as you will know, because as my subscribers, you see the hate comments I get. Sometimes I like to reply to them, because for me, you know, I have this thing called sarcasm. I have a black belt in it, and I just like to reply sarcastically. So for every hater out there to give me a hate comment, I will say, when you put that hate comment in, you do give me more views and more algorithms. So there's an upside, and it doesn't bother me anymore. Like I said, when I first came on here, it did, and then I just decided to be a rhino and have thick skin. It's like, fine, if you want to base your judges on me this just by watching a 30-second short or a 15-second short or one of my videos, and you want to assume, fair enough. I'd rather you haters ask me a question than leave a hate comment. You know, if you want to assume something, say, actually, you know, Kerry, you know, are you this? And I will happily answer. As you know, I'm blunt as a brick, and I will happily answer it for you. So, you know, we can clear that up then and there and be like adults, unless you're immature and you are a grown ass adult and you can't be mature, then fair enough. You know, each their own. But just do this, like, you know, be aware, you know, stop the assumptions, because have I done this in the past to people? Yes, as you know, I'm not a glistening sparkling ball. I've got a past, I don't live there anymore. I've done this many times. Do I regret it? Yes, because I was a douchebag back then, you know, and we have to live in that moment and go, oh, maybe I shouldn't. And, you know, as much as my social, well, selectively social due to criticism anxiety, it's, you know, I tend to go, actually, you know, as much as I'm a Buddhist and I get vibes, sometimes my vibe's like, oh, that might be a bad person. It turns out, you know, 8 times out of 10, actually, my vibe's off. And I can say to myself, okay, I've caught myself out there. Okay, let's learn from it, Kerry. Let's evolve. As you know, I'm about evolving. Okay, and let's go and actually speak to that person. They might not be bad after all. And then you find out when you encounter this person, they're not bad at all. But then sometimes I've encountered a person and they're a total dick. But, you know, it's 2 sides of the coin, isn't it? But, yeah, just think about that. Think about your actions. Think about your assumptions. Think about what are you doing in that moment. Read that room if you can. If you're autistic and can't read that room, just go, okay, maybe not. Maybe, you know, I won't judge that person. Maybe I'll just keep my mouth shut and say nothing. But yeah, I'm just going to give you a final thought. As you know, the girl waffles a lot. You know, that's what we do here. The final thoughts are, the next time you feel the urge to judge, take a step back, reflect on yourself. Am I seeing the full picture, or am I just reacting to a small moment? Just think of that in your wee noggin, okay? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this vlog, and I hope it resonated with you, or you have experienced yourself. Comment below, or share it with someone who needs to hear it. But thanks for watching. Thanks for coming, but don't forget to like, subscribe and comment down below, and I will see you for the next one.